We rolling.
Explicit content.
Come find me. I'll hit you with a potion, man. All we do is grind.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your morning cup of tea.
Oh, don't tell me what, tell me who. And
Yep.
brain jerk fellas, pillars of the community. I'm honored to be here,
Yep.
but
They're the Wu-Tang Clan as shit gets deep.
Their actual superpower is something called the synchronicity wave.
Oh, man.
you know, I'm not the moral police.
Right.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
This we're going to be doing this over here, and we're going to be learning and educating so we can pass it on down the line.
And use your ability to feel the turn of the universe to really understand and empathize with your fellow man to improve their day just a little bit.
It's the Branger era. Welcome to the Branger era. Welcome to.
That's right, bitches. It's Glitter Bomb Monday. Welcome.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. You see, it's Glitter Bomb Monday. Mental Health Monday's here. We got squirrels and night train in the house. Good morning, guys. What up, JC?
Normal suspects.
What's up, Blind Neil? Good morning.
Cheers, Bob.
I know Blind Neil got the what's it called today? The notification.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was all over it this morning.
JCT's cooking bacon.
Ooh, yum.
My mental health is a roller coaster. No one wants that trip. Well, Blind Neil, if you come up on here,
Yep.
told your story, we would all
We'll
listen.
take the trip with you.
Yeah, that's what this journey is about. And people think this journey in life's about things and what we can buy, but the things that make us the most happiest are the people and the things that we do that have no money value.
Exactly.
Listening to somebody, that's one of the greatest gifts you can give them. So
Yeah, I was just telling everybody that when I went live on mine, because like I've been through fucking quite a journey, and quite a bit of hell myself. And I said to choose the people now around me that are my circle and my comfort, and it's not a point of where I'm in like a desperate need, but when you guys show up, that counts, right? That, you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's all an emotional support.
go hit
Mowing
that
the
button.
lane.
The rest of us can listen.
Detroit Frank.
I'll get
Yeah, he knew we were back here talking. That's funny, Blind Neil. What up, Ricky? Good to see you. Good to see you, Frank. Good morning,
We're
Lena.
talking about you.
Hey.
That's who we're talking about you, Neil. We didn't want you to hear.
Yes, I'm a great listener. Yeah, so am I, dude. See, if I know from the beginning, there's there's things here. You either going into a conversation with somebody that's grieving, you need to know one of two things. Do they want help or do they want a vent?
right. You
If
have
want
to
help
know.
and you want advice, I'm a great person to come see. But if you just want a vent, it's hard for me to be like, okay,
Silent.
silent, because I got so much to say. but
Feel you.
but I am a good listener, and all my friends come to me when they got issues because it's not. I don't even know why, to be honest. Good morning. Good morning. That's my sister.
Yo, hey.
That's my oldest little sister.
Oldest little sister.
Yep. She's
Yeah,
down.
my sisters are younger than me too.
I'm the oldest of my family. That's why I always call Ryan. I always call him the older brother I never had. That's Dad, actually. You know, we call him.
Yeah,
Dad.
I was gonna say, Dad.
Whoops.
What up, CSL? What's up, KR Tooley? KR Tooley found me on Facebook. I'm so happy about it.
Yes.
Good to see you. Lena says, I'm a good listener, but I don't know what that's. I'll be honest with you. When it comes to a lot of things, for example, say death, if someone's dealing with death or sadness, I'm a great listener and I can tell you, like, okay, here's how you can maybe better this. Here's where we went wrong in this situation. But as far as like that type of, you're right. A lot of times I'll go draw a blank. Like I'll hug you and I'll rub your back. I really don't know what to say when people are like sobbing and sad, crying like that.
Sometimes
Okay.
the comfort's enough. Though.
Sometimes the comfort is just that, right?
Yep.
Knowing that you're there.
And even like, for example, in groups of new people,
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I'll sit back and I'll listen to what everybody's got to say before I actually start opening up. I want to see
You'll sit there and you'll judge them all and how to respond is what you're doing.
But what?
You sit there and you judge them all by what they're saying and how to respond to it. Because you want to be able to.
A lot of it is like, okay, what is this person about? How is this?
Yeah.
What are they talking about? What's their conversation? What are their interests? Because most of the time, people are just going to tell you that when they meet you. I have grown up, and I did not grow up in a very like people around me were social, but I didn't have like. My sister's 7 years younger than me, and then when she was old enough to have like a social interaction with me, I had moved to my dad's, so I was pretty much the only child, for all intensive purposes.
Okay.
When it comes to socialization. So it's taken me 35 years now to become social enough to be able to talk. And it's funny because even in front of this camera, right? This camera right here while we're live, here we go. We're talking.
Do you have a hard time looking into the camera?
Only because I have to look at you and everyone else.
Yep.
But gotta look at her. That sounded rude, dude.
Because
I gotta
look at you.
When Dev or Spooky puts the camera, like the non-live camera in front of me and says, hey, say something, I'm like,
really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Hi, my name's Josh.
What's going on?
Hi.
I always forget that you have another little. Yeah. She's still in high school. I had a sister. I graduated high school.
What?
Turned 18 right after that, and then she was born the next month.
Wow.
My sister decided to have a child late. She had 2 kids, and both of them had grown up and graduated, and she decided to have another one. So they're like 20 years apart or something.
Easy,
like that.
bitch. Miss that new
like
baby
40,
smell.
44 or something like that, having a kid, raising a kid again.
And see, and that's another. It's like me and her. We don't have like a incredible relationship. Yeah, we love each other. We tell each other. We hang out when we hang out. But it like I don't know. She's got a job now. She's fucking got a boyfriend. She's busy. I'm busy.
Wow.
We're all busy here, So,
cool. That's cool.
The Stock Explorer. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. Takes me forever to. I know, Lena, dude. I've known you for like 8 years or something like that, and you barely tell me hi still.
Right? But I mean, it's hard for some people. Some people it's very awkward.
Well, Lena's to the point to where she's a lot like I am. If it's not having to do with this show, me coming up to say hi to you, you're better off coming to say hi to me if you like. We can talk. I'll sit there in silence. But if you say something to me first, like more than hi, then okay, I'll conversate. I'll sit there. I'll say hi and sit there in silence. Dude, I could be a sniper. That's how silent.
My mom used to be worried because I was so personable as a child that she was afraid I'd get taken by strangers. She was, because I would talk to anybody. I would literally come up and say, hi, how you doing? Tell you where I am. Tell you what I'm doing today for breakfast. And you know what I mean? It was like a fucking...
See, she gets me. We're like the same, me and my sister. But now I've opened up a lot more since Brain Jerk. That I will say this morning show has helped me a lot open up to strangers because y'all were strangers at one point. Yeah.
Right? Definitely.
Years so ago.
Y'all, we're all one big family now.
Hey, bye.
Hey, you be the black sheep. I'm the psychedelic sheep.
Okay, I want to be the rainbow unicorn.
Wow, tie-dye sheep. All right.
Morning, crazy squirrels. We officially have given Jimmy / Crazy Squirrels the keys to his new fucking ride.
Woo, Jimmy got an office.
On to bigger and better things, boss.
Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Push this. YouTube, push this. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing well. It's hard for me to talk shop with clients or wrestlers as a fan. I get starstruck. I get nervous still talking business with people. Okay, so with like, for example, it depends who it is if I get starstruck or not. I'm not a type of person that will go ask for an autograph or a picture, even if I know the person. I'd rather be their friend, like D-Mac, for example. The only time I've ever asked him for an autograph was for my grandma. And that's because grandma made me, you know. Other than that, I don't
give me an autograph.
Sure, I want to just have a conversation, shake your hand, tell you, hey, great job, and we can move on. That's
it. No more cookies unless I get an autograph. I swear I ain't making you nothing.
What up, Ann? Yeah, for real.
What now?
Good morning, Ann. Hey, let's give a giant congratulations to Ann here, who just got married yesterday.
Woo-hoo.
Ann and Corey.
The first day of the rest of your life.
Yeah, we stopped by their reception and they were dancing. We were hitting golf balls and playing disc golf, and
Aww.
had some delicious food out there.
Sounds like a good hoot.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Definitely congratulations.
To the T. I'll talk
Many
and you talk
blessings.
to me. Yeah, I've noticed that about Lena. Me and her, we could be in the same room for 3 hours and not say a word to each other. But if I start the conversation, Lena will talk and talk and talk. As long as I'm a lot like that for sure.
Cool.
But once it depends. If I'm in a great mood and you get me going, I'll talk your ear off. But
right.
you gotta wind me up a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta be like sociable back. Like,
that's true, Frank. Frank says you was never a stranger, just fam. I didn't even meet you yet. That's true.
We hadn't even met.
Hey, what?
That's like my cousin from down the way, man.
What up, Smoking with Small Town? Good to see you, sir. What up, Kristen? Good to see you. Well, we know each other we don't know each other like in person, but our minds know each other kind of, right? Yeah. I know JCT's one of them, I don't take no shit from nobody women. And she wants her whole body tanned. She don't care. She loves
That's right.
Sweet.
Tell me that ain't JCT.
That's JCT. She's
likes out there eating breakfast,
naked.
Her
naked. Just like this.
Yep.
Some days them with their bacon.
Yep.
Taking her bacon and showing it to the sun.
Smoking a joint, eating some bacon.
And making bacon.
Naked bacon.
He's making bacon.
Lauren, I suck at small talk, and I agree for the most part. This is what's getting me the ramble talk.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, she says. That's right.
Woo.
All right, let's get to this first sponsor spot.
Brought to you by Village Pizza Company. Using quality ingredients and homemade dough, their pizza is prepared with care. Their goal is to properly serve their community a simple yet delicious pizza with a smile. Go visit villagepizzamaybee.com for more information. Welcome to the friendliest place in town. Little Brown Jug was established in 1977, offering great food and excellent service, and continue to carry on this proud tradition to this day. To this day. Come and see why they call them the friendliest place in town. Visit littlebrownjugmaybe.com for more information. We'll see you there. Mugsy Sports Grill and Bar. Mugsy's is the best sports bar and restaurant in Monroe, Michigan. Mugsy serves up piping hot pizza, wings, ribs, burgers, and more. Mugsy's is the place in Monroe to go to for the big game or race on Sundays. Be sure to bring the whole family. Go check out MugsySportsBar.com for more information. Monroe Sport Center. We are a family-operated business that is here for customers' every demand. We have a fully stocked snack bar and also connected to one of the hottest bars in Monroe. Go check out BowlMSC.com for more information. Ruthless Pro Wrestling, RPW, is the rising independent professional wrestling promotion out of the Midwest, featuring hard-hitting and high-flying action and a reputation in the high-stakes world of deathmatch wrestling from today's hottest talent. Go check out RuthlessPro.com for some more information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was looking up a little bit of stuff about mental health from around the world.
Okay.
One thing I saw, it said, here, let me get the mic closer to me. One thing I saw, it said, mental health will affect 1 in every 4 people around the world.
Hey, what?
So out of 7 billion people, 1 out of every 4 people will be affected with whatever, poor mental health or mental illness
Some
at
kind
some
of an
point in their
illness.
life.
Yeah.
Might not be permanent, might not be temporary.
That's good. That's a positive note.
I was unable to do a video, storage and data. Holy F, this is a new phone. Guess I'm hacked again. What? How do I look you up? Go to Night Train FPV on YouTube or go to Night Train FPV on YouTube.
Or just click that link right there and you can get there too.
Yeah, hit that link. That'll do. That link hasn't popped up yet on my end. There it is. Came through. So that, how long was that? 15 seconds or so, you'd say?
Yeah, it's about a 20-second delay.
Yeah.
It's crazy because, like, from here, it delays over for the video. But then when you type over here, it delays back even more.
The delay is even deeper or longer.
Let's see.
Gotcha.
It says in the United States alone, we are just beginning to become aware of the extremely important role of mental health. Despite the global relevance of mental health, however, the way in which mental health in other countries is handled and approached is very different. So China, we want to learn about China? It says, when it comes to treating mental illness in other countries, China still has a long way to go with many of its citizens. In fact, the disease burden caused by mental illness in China ranks 2nd in the world. The prevalence of mental disorder in adults stands at a whopping 17.5%, according to the Journal of Psychiatric, whatever it's called.
Okay. In China.
In efforts to improve matters, China's National Planning Guideline for Healthcare System Services promoted direct measures that include the treatment and care of patients with serious mental disorders, improvement of mental health services and systems, and the dimension, and the, I don't know what that word is, of mental health. Dissemination. That's what that word is. Dissemination of mental health education. So they're spreading the word. One main objective of this plan is to achieve the licensing of a needed 40,000 psychiatrists.
Psychiatrists.
And assistant psychiatrists by 2020. So this is an old article, but it's 2 years.
By 2020, and then we have the pandemic, and it all goes to hell.
Yep. So the United States training. Go ahead, Squirrels. What?
Sorry, all them people training to be psychiatrists had to stop training.
No image of the lag is real. Yeah. More rain here. It rained this morning and last night here too. here in the United States. According to the National Alliance on Mental Health and Illness, approximately 1 in 5 U.S. adults experience some type of mental illness every year. Known for a competitive and fast-moving style of living, Americans have developed a definite stigma around mental health, as
Right?
well as the aversions to take during time, the aversion to take the time for proper self-care. However, new studies are beginning to show that the millennials are more proactive when it comes to seeking mental health care, as well as focusing on their overall emotions, well-beings, and uh, more than previous generations. Additionally, many American celebrities have begun to give voice to the significance of self-care, mental health, and overall well-being on national platforms, fostering a safer and more proactive environment. And I will say that is true. More people have been opening up about even us,
Yes.
here. Like that's
Yep.
what we're based off of, is helping everybody else in mental health. And
Fighting the stigma, right?
yep.
This is it.
And I have seen many people over the last few years opening up and being open with their stuff and being proactive, celebrities alike. What up, Jody Moon? Good morning, jerk off.
Man.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see.
Jody Moon, Jody Moon.
Brazil.
Different song.
Brazil's greatest issues when it comes to mental health are both gaps in treatment and geographical limitations. Yet beyond these specific issues, there's also exists a basic lack of mental health care across the board. The number of psychiatrists is roughly 5 per 100,000 people. In the north, it's 1 per 100,000 people. The number of psychiatrists, nurses is insignificant in all areas. The government has gone so far as create a return home program that opts to de-institutionalize the extended stay psychiatric patients, as well as expand their network of community centers. However, despite these changes, there still exists a massive disparity between citizens and access to the service. Now, Australia, huh? Australia is a country that has adopted very hands-on and significant policies when it comes to the proper mental care of its citizens. So much so that in 1992, the Commonwealth, state, and territory governments of Australia endorsed a national mental health strategy. The strategy had the following aims: to improve life of its people with mental illness and people who care for them, to promote the mental health of Australian community where possible, to prevent the development of mental health problems and disorders, to reduce the impact of disorders on individuals, families, and the community, to ensure the rights of people with mental disorders. That's actually good. Good job, Australia, on all that. One of the distinguishing factors of Australian mental health care is their push for community-based care versus institutional level care. In fact, this very unique shift caused the number of individuals in inpatient care to drop to nearly nothing. Overall, their dedication has significantly helped in reducing mental health globally.
Wow.
Very good. Good job, Australia.
So they work on preventing mental health illness.
Yeah, which is great. Even better.
Which is what you should be doing here. Instead of treating what they think it is. It should be preventing it.
That's true, JCT. The VA they just throw pills at you. I know that just because one of my stepbrothers, they're military, and he had some issues for a while, and all they would do is put him on pills, and he'd become a zombie.
Sin. And this is it. And then you wonder why they get so fucking hurt and broken. It's not fair.
Yep. Long-term carbon dioxide poisoning can be connected with a lot of mental health problems, but you won't hear that in the mainstream media. Also, Mold has a big
Uh-huh.
play with mental health.
Really?
I hate that I'm not a guy. At first, I thought that said, I hate that I'm not gay. I was going to say, well, then just be gay. Yeah.
It's just a choice.
Me too, JCT.
Brown bag of,
I
yeah.
know a couple
I get
people
it.
from school
I
that are
get
like that, you know. One dude's gone through hormone pills and everything else. Yeah, he totally represents as a female now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And then you meet those guys that you went to school with, you hung out with, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, you know, I used to think you were pretty cute back in the day." I'm like, "What?"
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, are you hitting on me?
On the football team.
You're fine where you were.
Hey, here's how I deal with that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm like,
Thanks.
"Yeah, all right."
I appreciate that. I don't swing in, I don't wear those shoes, but
That's why you hung out so much with me.
yeah,
That's why we fucking.
I thought you liked me as a friend.
I did.
Real good.
The whole time he just wanted your.
Typical man, right?
Oh
Typical
yeah, it's like
man.
every other man in the
Yes.
world.
I never had any problems. So
My kid's godmother is now their godfather.
didn't realize what I was
Ooh,
attracting
interesting.
at the time, but I guess I
Biggest helps to help your yeah, that is true. Stay single and don't follow your politics. If you can get comfortable enough with being
Yourself.
single
Yep.
and you do not follow the politics or listen to like that type of news, you're right. You will be happier and your mental health.
even as a married person, staying away from the news.
I have to
I mean, just stay away from the news.
Like,
That
me-
shit will bring you down.
I will
Yeah.
say
That's what they're there for.
being
That's all
single
they're doing.
my mental
Programming.
health. Being single helps my mental health. Like, yeah, there are times I wish I wasn't, of course, but
Yes.
Like, then I see my friends and what the things that they have to go through with their significant others and the dealing with having to deal with other people's attitudes. And, you know, it's like, not saying I would never do it again, but that's one of those things. It's like, I can just walk away right now. I don't have to fucking, I don't know. Like, why are you coming at me this way? I've had a perfectly fine day until I came into contact with you.
Well, I've been single for a long time.
What is going on here?
I've been single for many years. Yeah, I've been single for many years.
It's an energy thing, along with it's whether it's a relationship with a significant other, or a relationship with a family member, a relationship with a friend.
Nikki.
It's all on the energy, and if the energy is wrong, you have to, it is what it is. You have to separate.
Well,
Outpatient.
things are going well with the search there, Nikki.
Yep.
Them drooling. Yeah, I get you. I feel it. Men can't help it though, for the most part. We can, like me, I got a little less Neanderthal brain than most, I think, but it's still there.
I'm sure it can be hard to replace that too that way, JC.
Like as
It's
soon
hard
as
to-
My
I
mom's
think
still
too.
single, and she's not looking for any guy friends or anything. You know, she'd rather go hang out with her girlfriends from church and whatnot.
nine times,
You know, she's
nine
not even
times
trying
out
to find anything.
Yep. 9 times out of 10, if a dude is trying to be friends with you, well, we'll call it 7 times, because I'm friends with a lot of girls that I don't want to bang.
Right.
But a lot of the times, that's why a guy wants to be friends. And I get why women are leery, and it's frustrating sometimes. Like, no, bitch, I ain't trying to hit on you. I just want to be your friend. I just think your dress looks cute. You know, I just think your hair looks good. That don't mean I want to
Just
get
a nice person. Shit. Why
Yeah.
can't I just be nice?
Yeah. Why can't I pay you a compliment without you thinking I'm trying to get in your pants? Like, I pay you a compliment and you're like, oh, I have a friend. Cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet him one day. You know, it has nothing to do with anything like that. I'm newly single. Well,
There
if you
go.
need to talk, we're all here for you, you know.
Yep.
I've been
Yeah.
single now for
Yeah.
a few months, and how many months has it been? Since almost a year now, I'd say. And before that, it was a couple years. I
Yeah.
became a widow, never found love again. I dig
wasn't
it.
single for long.
I dig it. Just
By
try
the
to
time
stay
my
here.
first divorce was over, I was ready to get married to the second one. And
Yep.
there was a girl in between, so I mean, I didn't stay single long.
Like for
No.
me, like I can be friends and have an extra relationships, but most people can't. Most people, it's one or the other. You're either friends or you're in a relationship.
I've had a lot of girlfriends that have treated me like that, but I would not have it because I was like, "Girl, you got to not do that no more."
Yep.
I'm not either. You're fucking the wrong person, or are we in a relationship?
Well,
I
the
was
thing
like,
is,
no.
if there's clarity and if there's communication, there's no confusion. It's when confusion happens when it's like, okay,
But we were not together in that way. We were best friends for a long time, but she
yeah,
acted like she started showing up at my door when I wasn't home, and I'm like
okay, I got you.
freaking
Yeah.
out when I wasn't
Stalker type
home. How come I
stuff.
wasn't home? And I'm like, I'm in Gander. Where the fuck are you coming to my door for? And I'm
Well,
like,
Naughty
what
Nikki's
the-
right. A lot of people.
If my people call before they come over, give me a ring sometime.
There's a few people that I do not call. I'll just show up, but most people I do. There's like maybe 2 or 3 people that I just show up on. Well, if they're there, they're there. If they're not, they're not. Some claim they just want to be friends with, but then have an ulterior motive.
Yes.
Yep, that's why I'm honest. I'm honest and upfront
Love it.
with everything. Stay away from toxic people. Yes. But and then the thing is, some people don't understand that they're toxic. So, and they're not ready to accept.
That they are. That they have to change in some way.
Me too, Naughty. I don't disagree with you, Naughty Nikki.
Yeah, today's society, it's harder and harder to trust people because people just, they're not true to themselves anymore.
Guys just want sex around here. Yes.
Well, it's not that I don't want that, but that's not all I want.
It's just not important right now.
Yeah, I could care less. Like, sex doesn't drive me. Sex doesn't motivate me. Do I want to sleep? Do I want to see? Of course. I'll look all day long, but do I necessarily want to? Not really.
It would be different to him, I think, if he didn't have already kids or this or that, and still other things to relationship with. You know what I mean?
I've done all that. I've had kids. Stuff, right? Yeah. Yep. I've had.
So it's a different perspective that you're in. If you don't have kids, I mean, you're probably looking for some companionship of some sort, but you don't have a focus of any other thing. You know what I mean?
Glad to say, yeah. What up, Mama Ganja?
Some people like a body pillow and a good fan.
Right. I mean, I can't sleep in bed alone pretty much. I got to have at least a pillow to hug on 2 days.
Yeah.
Not all women. Most women aren't. It's just a lot of the young ones. A lot of people that are for real that know who they are. If you don't know, here's the best advice I've learned is until you know who you are, don't get married, nothing like that.
Right.
Like, yeah, you can have a girlfriend or something, but remember, you're 2 separate entities that come together to share each other's time, not one. You're not one person. Even when you're married, ask Night Train. Yeah, you're one. You work together, but she's got her things she does, and he's got his things he does.
Yep.
You cannot be like up each other's asses. That's 90% of why relationships.
Get away, man. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to go to Florida for 4 or 5 days while she was up here, or take off and go down and hang out all day at Brain Jerk one day, or. And then we had to drag her along for a day because, we just wanted her to be part of it too,
Yes.
And she wasn't bad with that either. She knew she was driving home.
What up, poor grower? 420, married to the same lady for 38 years. And, I'm going to be honest, that was when growing up, when I was a kid, that was what I wanted. I didn't want to be single. I wanted to be married and have a family and grow old and with my wife and my grandkids. And now it's like, I know who I am. I know I've done the married things, and now it's like I'm working on me and my business and my kids. Maybe after my kids grow up, my mindset might change again, and I'll start looking for love. But I don't know. I think here's the deal. Every time I get a girlfriend, I lose a little piece of myself for a little bit. And I don't like that. I don't like losing
I don't say
myself.
you do. Nobody likes losing themselves into somebody else.
Because now I'm going to be worried about you and what your feelings are and and now I don't have time to be worrying about that right now, really. I really don't. I don't have time to be worrying about another human's feelings because I stayed out an hour longer than this wanted to.
There you go.
Then I planned.
I live not looking for a relationship. You just want to get it in there.
I'm cool with that. Let's just we can be friends and we can please each other as we want.
Right.
But
get to a certain point, though, like in our marriage, if I want to go hang out at the bar until fucking 1 o'clock in the morning and close the bar, all right, she'll send me a message. I'm going to bed. Love you. You know what I mean? She knows where I'm at. She knows I'm not doing nothing because we built a trust in each other. So, and like you said, I get my way and she gets her way, and we work in the middle together. You know, and
I'll go as far as to say that I'll be there for you when you need me, even but I'm not putting a label on anything. I'm not doing it.
Don't say.
I go anywhere and see couples. All they do is argue, check the phone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. And then here's another thing. Like, I'm not gonna say any names, but you know how many times women in relationships or married have hit me up?
Too many.
Too many.
I think it's funny, the marriage
You
thing.
could be like a gigolo, Josh. You could be a millionaire.
A married guy can walk into a bar by himself or whatever, and there's hot women all over, and he's going to get hit on because he's got that ring on his finger. For some reason, it's like an attractant or something, you know? Same thing with women. Oh, you need something better yet?
I don't be looking for love in all the wrong places. That's my thing. I'm always been hurt by love. I thought was love, and it's not.
You're so cute, Josh.
I'm like, I'm in love. Well, guess what? Fuck you, bitch. I've not had a relationship since the 1900s. Well, 1999, but still the 1990s.
It's not 2000s.
Because I'm so cute. I can't help it. All right, let's get to this sponsor. Earth Dweller.
The Monroe Pop Fest, September 16th and 17th. The Monroe Pop Fest is a locally owned and promoted convention that celebrates everything pop culture.
Coming right up here, people.
The Monroe Pop Fest brings several national comic book and media guests each year, as well as deliver 100+ vending and artist alley booths to shop from. Go visit them at monroepopfest.com. IWR, welcome to the home of Insane Wrestling Revolution. Here you can find out all about the hottest wrestling promotion in the Midwest, ran by former WWE and current Impact superstar Rhino and the Monroe Pop Fest Gary Paulette. Go check out the Insane Wrestling Revolution page on Facebook and join the revolution today. Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill is committed to bringing the traditional flavors and taste of the Southwest in certain regions of Mexico to your hometown. Go check out amayasmexicangrill.com for more information.
Earth Dweller of the day. Earth Dweller of the day. This is the Earth Dweller of the day. See what's rolling up the earth.
Okay.
Earth Dweller of the day. What?
So today we are talking about just house plants in general and how they improve mental health. Squirrels can attest to that.
Ooh.
For sure, I know that.
Gardening itself is good for mental health. It doesn't even have to be indoors. Gardening is good for mental health all around, but indoors is good for other reasons too.
Yep. Let's see. Hang on. He's not coming up yet. Okay. He's asking, can houseplants improve your mental health? That's a small little video. I want to get over here to the facts.
Oh, we know the lady. Potty mouth planter.
Working himself.
Potty mouth planter.
Where's
Yeah.
Mr. Producer? You need a studio producer,
She-
Josh.
Has 400 houseplants.
I haven't seen Potty Mouth in a minute.
Oh, she was here last week.
Was she?
I think so.
Oh.
I was here and she was here.
Mama Ganja.
So,
Hey.
if you're looking for ways to get rid of anxiety or asthma, even, or improve your air health, which improves your mental health, these houseplants are the way to go. You cannot go wrong with houseplants whatsoever. The more houseplants, the better. As long as there are specific ones that improve, like that purify the air, that help with anxiety. One of them that helps with anxiety is Peperomia obustifolia. We're gonna figure out what that one is right now.
Hey. Cool.
So this helps with anxiety. So a plant that helps with anxiety.
Oh, there's lots of them.
See.
Simple lavender helps with anxiety.
Lavender does.
We hang lavender plant in the shower and whatnot so that it moisturizes as it showers, and it helps with exfoliating and whatnot. Yep.
Nice.
I like to do eucalyptus in the shower. Is my favorite.
Yep, we've done that too.
Yeah.
She likes the lavender more than the eucalyptus lately. So
This plant is the baby rubber plant. It's also known as, or the pepper face.
Nice.
Let me dive deeper into it. You're right though, Night Train. Now I'm the producer. I can't. It's hard.
I know you got so much shit going on now.
Need a new home. I used to love being single. Only bad attitude I had to deal with was your own. Yeah, exactly. 100%. That's how I feel.
I agree with that.
Nikki says she needs a plant for her new house, her truck.
Or anxiety. Yeah.
You get a little one for your dashboard that stays out there. You'd be good.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see. It's a low light and it's a low grower.
Nice.
It's very easy to grow. It grows in Florida and Mexico naturally.
Not so easy to grow here, then, is it?
English ivy is a good one too. It's got a lot of air
And
and easy to grow.
this is not toxic to dogs. Good thing.
Yes, that's always good.
It does get spider mites. Very common.
Ooh, keep it away from your weed.
I hate spider
Keep it away
mites.
from your weed.
Yep. So definitely keep it away from your
And beans.
peace lily. That's great that you said that, because I almost did the peace lily today. Just that instead of houseplants. But then when I got here to sit down, I couldn't remember what the fuck it was called. So
Yeah,
I just
brain fart.
plant.
Brain jerk, brain fart.
Yeah, exactly. CSL says I grow weeds in my house.
Yep.
Nice.
Like you can't really go wrong with fucking plants.
Weeds
dude.
are healing. Weeds are an actual weed, right? Every weed out there. Sorry, guys.
That was my fault.
I'm sorry.
Keep going, squirrels. That was my
Me?
fault.
Oh, every plant, every house plant, every weed out there that's considered a weed has a medicinal property to it. You can either press it or make it into
Some of its roots,
use a spit and then use it as a compost or
like
not a
dandelions.
compost,
Dandelion tea is
or
killer
tea.
for you.
Yep.
Dandelions are the best thing you could. They grow everywhere. They're honestly they're top two things for your heart.
Great in salad.
Yep,
If you
I
don't.
love. You could take the dandelion flowers and you deep fry them,
Yeah.
bread
I
them,
never
and fry
tried
them
that.
up. Yep.
I bet you that's good.
So we're gonna see what this guy's got to say.
University of Sheffield.
Thank you.
Now, COVID has hit really hard, which means a lot of us have had to work from home. For a lot of us, our workspace and living space has basically merged into the same thing, and this is especially so for us students. So I personally found this a really big source of stress, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some well-being advice that I found helpful. So in this video, I'm going to focus mainly on houseplants, and I know houseplants aren't for everyone, so I've got a few other mental well-being tips. So I personally found it really helpful to organize my workspace and keep it clutter-free. I've also tried my best to keep the divide between my workspace and living space as concrete as possible by only doing work at my desk and nowhere else around the house. If you live in a flat where your bed is right next to your desk, I think it's really, really important to not do work on your bed. I know this is really difficult because I get tempted sometimes as well, but I find it really helpful to do that. And lastly, if you're feeling overwhelmed, please don't hesitate to contact Sheffield Access to Mental Health Support, and this is the university's mental health service. You can easily find it by Googling SAMHS, and you can follow the instructions there to contact them, and they'll be in touch. Anyway, over lockdown, I had the opportunity to read this really cool book by Dr. Sue Stewart-Smith called The Well-Gardened Mind. And in this book, she said something I found really interesting, in that humans are attracted to the color green because it makes us feel safe. I read this book called The Well-Gardened Mind by the psychiatrist. Have you read it before?
I haven't. I know of her, and it's on my to-read list, but I know of it, and I know the woman who wrote it, yes. Yeah, so there's this idea of biophilia, that we have a kind of innate love of plants and green, and it's kind of well established in environmental psychology theory. So some people think that it really goes back to us, the way we evolved, and that we feel better because our ancestors were in green landscapes, and that actually works for us.
So I did some research on one of the easier ones to take care of, and I picked up my own parlor palm. Hold on. This is This is my parlor palm, and the first plant that I got, and I really, really like it. Anyway, after getting it, I found it really, really cool that I felt so much more relaxed. I had like nature in my flat, which I really, really wanted from the beginning when I moved in. And taking care of it gave me some sort of routine. Right, so I thought I'd show you guys my favorite plant. This is my Chinese money plant. And I really like it because you can give it to your friends. It sprouts fairly easily, so you can repot it and give it to your friends. That's why it's called. I don't know what it's called specifically. It's something to do with like the plant that keeps on giving. But yeah, I've named it May. It's my favorite plant because it's from Yunnan in China. And I have ancestry there. I just did an ancestry test, so I found out. But yes, I feel this. So there's been tons of research, including here at the University of Sheffield, that show that houseplants are beneficial.
See the ferns?
I
Yeah,
want one of those.
lots of fern.
Did it get us?
No,
Oh, okay, I thought that's what you said.
no.
Mental well-being and improve our mental health.
I was working on a project in landscape architecture in the university, and we were interested to find if and how urban nature might help with mental well-being. And in a nutshell, we found that nature does help with well-being. Houseplants are actually kind of given quite human qualities. So we knew that young people really actually felt that these were a little bit like people. They could interact with them. In the absence of people around us, we did this research before COVID. In the absence of people, that we get these relationships that we normally only think that we can get with people, okay? But we get them from plants, we get that caring and that connection from plants as well.
Yeah, if this video has inspired you to get a houseplant of your own, I urge you to support your local businesses. And in Sheffield, we have tons of houseplant stores. And I know of a few, which I'm going to...
Oh, yeah. So, I think in the future, we're going to learn more about plant energy.
Yeah.
Because plants, that's the whole reason why you feel that way, is because they give off energy also.
Right.
And sound waves too.
Yep, frequencies and energies. That's right.
Yep.
Exactly. And we're coming to the next mental health. We're going to figure out why grounding works and why these things are.
Remember last year when I was watching the Stanford courses online about human behavior and the brain, and I fucking did the brain piece on my masterpiece thing, and I was like, but that told us the patterns of the brain, and like it's the same like our blood system, like our veins, and our brain pattern inside is like the mycelium web.
Yep.
You should talk to Hippie Witch and see if she's got time to come in for like a show once a week or something like that to do that. She knows so much about the plants out there. I mean, just regular plants out in the yard and how to make it medicinal and all kinds of different stuff.
I'm learning that daily.
Her and Twisted got a lot going on up there for,
They do,
for
don't
health
they?
and wellness and
Yeah,
plant wise.
I know.
Not just marijuana, but all the other plants that they're supplementing and using.
Exactly. This is what we need to start doing, boss. Because Big Pharma is killing us.
Right? They're trying
Getting
to
away
take
with it and getting paid to do it.
Well, and to be honest, like this is one of the reasons why we started the Earth Dweller wasn't for the animals at all. It was to teach everybody the medicinal properties of these plants.
Yes.
That's the whole reason we started the plant of the day, which turned into the Earth Dweller of the day.
Awesome idea.
So I think we're gonna dive deeper into those things.
Yeah, I think that'd be great because I learned a lot being within the religion of Wicca and how to use the plants to heal and use it thing right towards a good positive thing, and we use all of nature to heal and do positive things.
Why do you think they killed all the witches? So everybody had to go to the doctors.
Yeah,
with the medicine.
This is it. No more shamans anymore.
That's why. That's real life. Big Pharma.
They didn't want those guys running their little wagons and whatnot with their healing wagons and whatnot because they were making those elixirs themselves. So the government couldn't be part of it.
You ever wonder why we don't live the way we used to with Big Pharma? Big Pharma is a giant reason of why we don't live a lot of the ways we used to.
Yep. Yeah. They metropolized everything.
Hey, bye.
Yes.
DuPont.
All right.
That's a lot of it. DuPont.
That you're right.
You buy 8 Mile Vodka, premium vodka, official sponsor of the Detroit Pistons and Branger Entertainment Company. 2021 Civil War gold medalist. Born in Detroit. Go visit 8 Mile Vodka.
Telling us that on Beyond the Tracks this week.
Crazy Squirrel Graphics. He's a freelance graphic designer that can make posters, flyers, and other graphic designs for events, parties, mugs, t-shirts, and anything else you need. Official graphic designer for the IWR and the Monroe Pop Fest. Go check out Crazy Squirrel Graphics on Facebook. Pro Wrestling Edge. 5 wrestling fans, Dan O'Mac, Brokowski, Nick DeGooch, Big Kaz, and Jaybird talk about wrestling and more. These guys bring a different edge to pro wrestling. Go check out the new beginnings at ProWrestlingEdge.com. We Handle Candles is a local business dedicated to making your home or your business smell outstanding, offering great scents and even better moments. We Handle Candles. Visit them on Facebook
or Instagrams.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a TikTok.
Oh,
check them out on all your social media.
Yep. I don't do TikTok at all.
No, because if they aren't there yet, they'll be there soon.
Usually, you have squirrels. You don't have an Instagram, do you?
Hmm?
You do. Okay.
Yeah.
Usually, all the video, like if I post those wrestling videos, those are all I make those on
TikTok.
Yeah, I post.
My sister is a fan of TikTok, and I'm like, no, I can't do it.
Well, here's the thing about TikTok is it's not just kids dancing anymore. That thing, if you want to grow your audience or super fast, like that's where everybody should be going. Real life. Really? Real life, because that when it comes to, especially if you're going to pay for advertisements, that you get the most out of your biggest bang out of your buck from TikTok right now than you do from Facebook or Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, Facebook's all about them. They don't care.
Facebook don't. Yeah, it's not a very good deal nowadays. Whereas, like, if you were to put $10 on an ad on TikTok, it would get thousands and thousands of views.
Really?
That's what I'm learning. I haven't done it yet, but that's what I haven't done the experiment myself.
You ain't got to believe him. You can go talk to Ann Craig, and she'll tell you all about it too.
Yeah, and it's not Ann Craig anymore.
Oh, that's right. She got married.
Yeah. She got, once again, congratulations to Ann and Corey. Yep. They just got married. We're over here talking about fuck marriage and relationships, but congratulations to you guys. You got, hey, they're
happy. Can work, and some of them are good.
Tell you right now,
gotta be choice.
They were singing the Disney songs, and Corey was singing along to them. So this is like a wedding from the magical wedding, you know. He was dressed up like a Robin Hood, like a prince yesterday.
Aww.
It was cool. I did like it.
I hope they got some good videos for memories and whatnot.
Spooky was there filming. He'll be posting something eventually. Had to do away with TikTok and Insta, just getting to be overwhelming. It is a lot. I have to, when I post a video, it takes me probably half an hour just to post. Because I got to post on 5 different medias.
True.
Marry me for one night. Only if we get to consummate that marriage for one night.
What do you generally use for a video editor, Josh?
Premiere Pro.
Yeah. Shit's expensive, ain't it?
Yeah.
I was paying like $32 a month. I was like, damn.
When I use it on my laptop, it's very expensive. But
yeah,
for some reason they don't charge me on my
for the Rush.
No, I don't use Rush. I just have Adobe Premiere Pro.
See, I got charged on my tablet or anything I used. It didn't matter what I was using, but my tablet, to get to the tablet style editor, they didn't update the tablet, so I couldn't use it through my good tablet. I spent like $800 on a nice tablet. It doesn't have the programming capabilities to edit. So I've been using Wondershare now.
So basically, like when I do the editing for normal videos, I use Premiere Pro. But if I'm doing the wrestling videos, I just use TikTok.
Yeah. Use the basic editors.
Because of what it does is it sets something up where it'll sync the music, your video, to whatever song you want it to, and then you just adjust from there. Your whatever from there. It makes things way easier, especially with like wrestling videos. I don't want to take fucking an hour to sit here and go through all the footage.
Right. Easier to clip.
Editing takes a long time.
Spooky taught me this part. Is like, after doing it for so long, I know what I'm looking for. I know what the people want to see now. When we're wrestling, they don't give a shit about the whole fucking match. They want to see the action.
Yes.
Right.
Period.
The slams.
Yeah, they want to see the action.
Going through the table and watching old boy do a complete body slam off the darn ring rope.
Right.
Good job.
So, Squirrels, what are you doing today? What you got on the agenda?
I am going into my mom's and sister's for I don't know, supper and afternoon. Spend the afternoon with them because it's been a while.
Sounds like a good time.
Sounds like a good time.
Sounds better than me. I get to go to physical therapy for an hour.
Ooh. I'll be back after supper.
Yeah, but sometimes we gotta do shit we don't like to get progress.
Getting some movement. Yeah,
that's right.
But I forget. Warren Buffett said that you have to train your mind to do things that you don't like to do in order to get what you like to do done. Sometimes.
Nice. I gotta freaking shameless plug myself here, guys, while I got a chance.
Do it. Plug
in
yourself.
1 week's time. In 1 week's time, I'm holding an auction on my channel. It's gonna be all Newfoundland pieces from this Newfoundland artist. I'm trying to take a bite out of the art world. I want to go to a local market here. Booth that I want to buy is like you got to pay for it when you book it, and that's what my goal is.
Y'all better be on it, because I've seen lots of people already post from her lives that, oh, I want that, or I want that. So y'all better be on it if you want to get a piece of Squirrel's art.
And cheapy. So.
Right.
Everybody likes cheapy.
Hey, everybody likes Grille.
Night Train, you said you got PT, and other than that, you're just chilling?
Pretty much. I might get into the wife's been wanting me to get things done or whatever, driving me crazy or whatever, but she's working upstairs, so I've been waiting until nighttime to try to do anything, so I'm not making a bunch of noise, but I want to get the hammer out and get my workbench together.
Yeah.
My buddy's sending the Raspberry Pi system for the darn 3D printer so that I can do it all from my computer and all kinds of cool shit. And so I got to get things ready for it.
I feel you, Blind Neil. He says I'm great at giving advice, just suck at following it, even on my own. Even though he knows it's right. Oh yeah, watermelon, banana, fruit, apple, fruit of the day.
There you go.
That sounds
great.
good. So what I got going on today is I'm gonna hang out with my kids for a little bit and then go to football. Football. Today's 2-a-days. Today the helmets go on. We got
that's exciting.
Wednesday the uppers go on, and then Friday we're full action. Here we go. Because we've just been conditioning so far. No pads, no helmets, no nothing.
And how old are these kids mostly?
High school.
Okay.
They're all high schoolers.
Cool.
So, mostly.
I did like Pee-wee type thing, flag football when my kids were younger or whatever. They only did it to 1 year, but I was coach for them or whatever, and man, that can be some work with some young ones. I'll tell you what, trying to get them to do shit.
Well, yeah, with the older
ones, playing, get over here.
They know what they got to do. They know what they need to do.
Yeah, high schoolers, there's a subject.
With them, it's just keeping them in gear, like hustle, getting
keeping them motivated, right?
Quit walking. Let's get in there.
Push yourself. You want to get there.
But I hope it's not hot this week because it's 2-a-days. We're
supposed
working
to be like 80s.
We got practice from 4 o'clock till 9 o'clock for the whole week.
Oh well, it'll cool down in the evening.
Yep.
Yeah, we got some cooler evenings, like 50s, like Thursday and whatnot. But it's like 75 to 85 is pretty much for the whole week, but more in the like 80 area.
That's like us here.
That'll be good.
I love smoothies.
Fire going.
It's been sticky and hot. You know what I mean? It'll hit like 85, 90 and be real sticky. We got some rain come through, so hopefully that'll help too.
Good. I hope we get some.
All right, guys, it's that time. Thank you guys for coming in. Everybody, we're gonna take this one day at a time and continue everything as is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna learn every day, people.
Yep. Tomorrow is Terrible Tuesday. I don't know what we're gonna talk about yet.
But it's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be terrible.
We can guarantee that.
All right, guys.
But we'll get there.
Have a great day.
Brought to you by
6 left contact. Just flying the plane around.
Peace out, bye.